Hello students of class 10th, how are you? I hope you all are fine. So dear students, let us continue with chapter 9, Madam Rides the Bus, written by Vallika Anand. So dear students, as of now in this chapter we have seen that this story is about a little girl of 8 years whose name is Valli. Valli in this story is fond of standing in her doorway and she likes to look outside. The most fascinating thing for Valli is the bus which passes through Valli's village. Valli likes to see the people getting on the bus and getting off the bus. Gradually, it becomes her desire to ride on the bus. And this desire, gradually, this desire becomes so strong that it cannot be controlled. Valli saved money for the fare. Valli planned, managed the time for the same, and now she is ready for her first bus journey. But before starting his first bus journey, she collected all the information regarding bus journey very carefully. She listens to the people who talks about bus journey. Thus she comes to know about fare, which was 30 paise. It was not a big amount for elder one, but for a little girl of Valli it was a big amount. 30 paise was a big amount for her. Even though she saves 60 paise for her bus journey. Okay, and then now we are going to start second part in which she is ready for her bus ride. Okay, so let us begin part 2. You all are requested to turn your book to page number 119. Okay. Well, one fine spring day, the afternoon bus was just on the point of leaving the village and turning into the main highway when a small voice was heard shouting. So once it was the season of spring, and it is during afternoon when the bus was just about to move, about to take turn, then a voice called out. A little girl shouted. A small voice was heard. What she shouted? Stop the bus, stop the bus. And a tiny hand was raised commandingly. A tiny hand was raised commandingly, and she was saying, stop the bus, stop the bus. The bus slowed down to a crawl, and the conductor, sticking his head out the door, said, hurry then. Tell whoever is to come quickly. So considering that the other people might have left behind, and this little girl was running fast to stop the bus, so he said, whoever is to come, so tell them hurry up, to hurry up. It's me, shouted Valli. Valli said, no one, but it's me. I want to get on the bus. I am one who has to get on. She said, I am the one who has to get on. No one else is coming. No one else is coming. It is me who to get on. By now the bus had come to stop. So till then the bus had stopped and the conductor said, oh really? You don't say so. So when conductor saw a little girl of 8 years, he could not believe his eyes that this little girl of 8 years is going to travel alone. So that is why he said, oh really? You are alone? Don't say so. Yes, I simply have to go to town, said Valli. Valli said she had to go to town. Still standing outside the bus, and here's my money. She showed him some coins. Further, she showed some money to the some coins to the conductor, and by saying that, look, this is the money. I'm having money. Don't think that. So she meant that she wanted to say that I'm not going to travel without paying my fare. So I have money. Okay. But first you must get on the bus, said the conductor. Conductor said, okay, but for your journey, first you should get on the bus. Then he stretched out a hand to help her. Saying so, the conductor stretched his hand to help Valli. Never mind, she said. Valli said, never mind. I can get on myself. I am able to get on. I need not your help. I can get on myself. You don't have to help me, and you need not help me. I am unable to get on. The conductor was a jolly sort, fond of joking. So the conductor was a jolly sort, a person, who always makes other laugh. Okay, a friendly person. Okay, so the conductor was a jolly sort, fond of making, that is called mazakia. The conductor was mazakia. Okay, so jolly sort, fond of joking. Oh, please don't be angry with me, my fine madam. He said, oh, please don't get angry with me. Don't be angry with me, my madam. So jokingly he said so. Here, have a seat right up there in front. He said, here there is a seat right up there in front, and you can sit. Everybody move aside, please. Make way for madam. So then he added, every way, please move aside and give way for madam. So thus he was teasing Valli. He was making fun of Valli. It was the slack time of the day, and there were only 6 or 7 passengers on the bus. So it was slack time when there is no much work. So that is slack time. Okay, so it was slack time of the day. So that is why there were no much passengers in the bus. They were all looking at Valli and laughing with the conductor. So all passengers, they were looking at the Valli and they were also joining the conductor in laughing, in his laugh. Valli was overcome with shyness. So here Valli was shy. She was feeling shyness. Avoiding everyone's eyes, she walked quickly to an empty seat and sat down. So avoiding everyone's eyes. Okay, avoid, because everyone was laughing, so that is why she was feeling shy. So avoiding everyone's eye, she walked quickly to an empty seat and sat down. So thus Valli got on the bus, and now she started her first bus journey. So dear students, we have seen that how a little girl of 8 years, how curious she was, and when her desire became uncontrollable, it was out of control, then she made a plan for bus journey, and alone she left the home for her first bus journey. How much curious the girl was in this story. And now she started her first bus journey. Now turn your book to page number 120 and let's see what happened next in the story. May we start now, madam? So once again he made a fun. Once again the conductor asked, smiling. The conductor asked, smiling. Once again he made a fun and said, may we start now, madam? Then he blew his whistle twice and the bus moved forward with a roar. Then the conductor, he blew his whistle twice and the bus now started moving ahead. It was a new bus. Its outside painted a gleaming white with some green stripes along the sides. So here the author describes the bus. It was a new bus and its outside painted a gleaming white. So it was the bus was painted in gleaming white with some green stripes along the side. So you must have seen, mostly buses are having such stripes on it. Inside, the overhead bars shone like silver. So inside the overhead bars, which was for holding, okay, so they were shining like silver. Directly in front of Valli, above the windshield, there was a beautiful clock. So directly in front of Valli, above the windshield, windshield means wind screen. It is wind screen, sorry, not wind, wind shield. Means wind screen. Okay, windshield means wind screen. Directly in front of Valli, above windscreen, there was a beautiful clock. The seats were soft and luxurious. The seats of the bus were soft and luxurious as it was a new bus. Valli devoured everything with her eyes. Devoured. Devoured means looked attentively. Devoured means looked attentively. Okay, so Valli wanted to see everything attentively because it was her first bus journey. So that is why she wanted to see everything closely. So that is why she was looking at everything attentively. Valli devoured everything with her eyes. So Valli looked everything attentively. But when she started to look outside, but when Valli started to look outside, she found her view cut off by a canvas blind that covered the lower part of her window. Then she found that a canvas blind, it is used to in buses to stop the sunshine. Okay, so it was covering the lower part of the window. So she stood up on the seat and peered over the blind. So she could not sit by sitting, so that is why she stood on her seat. She stood up and so that she could see outside from upper part, through upper part of the glass. The bus was now going along the bank of a canal. Now the bus was passing along the bank of a canal. The road was very narrow. So along the canal, the road was very narrow. On the side there was the canal, and beyond it palm trees, grassland, distant mountains, and the blue sky. So here the narrator, the author of the story, describes the scene. Okay, so he says Valli could see palm tree, grassland, distant mountains, and the blue sky. On the other side was a deep ditch, and then acres and acres of green field, green as far as the eye could see. So as far as I could see, it was green everywhere. Oh, it was also wonderful, and it was also wonderful for Valli. Suddenly she is startled by a voice. "Listen, child," said the voice, "you shouldn't stand like that. Sit down." So suddenly Valli, shocked, Valli not shocked here, she got surprised. Okay, so Valli surprised by a voice. "Listen, child," the voice said, "listen, child, you shouldn't stand like that. Sit down." Because she was the girl of 8 years and she was standing on her seat, so that is why there were many passengers in the bus. They might be worrying about the girl, so that is why one of them said, "Sit down, either you may fall down." Now look at page number 121. Sitting down, she looked to see who had spoken. While Valli was sitting down, she looked to know that who had spoken to these words. It was an elderly man who had honestly been concerned for her, but she was annoyed by his attention. It was an elderly man, okay, who was honestly worrying about Valli, because she was a girl of 8 years. So that is why that old man was worrying about the girl. But Valli, as far as Valli is concerned, she was annoyed by his attention. Valli was annoyed by the attention of that elderly man. So this shows that how mature the girl was. At this early age of 8 years, she was mature, very much mature. As in the beginning, when conductor conductor was extending his hand to help her, then she denied. Then so that is why he started making comment by calling her madam. And now when an elderly man who was really worried about the girl, as she was a small girl of 8 years, so that is why he said, sit down, either you may fall, as he was worrying about the girl. So at this point also Valli became angry, because she did not want anyone to pay attention on her. So because of the attention of that elderly man, she got annoyed. Valli got annoyed. There's nobody here who's a child, she said haughtily. I have paid my 30 paise like everyone else. So haughtily means proudly. There's nobody here who is a child. She said, there is no one here who is a child. Okay, so Valli, the girl of 8 years, she said that there is no child here. And she said it proudly, in a proud manner. There is no one is child here. I have paid my 30 paise like everyone else. She said, like everyone else, I have paid my 30 paise for bus journey. So how can I be a child? So no one is child here. So it was said by Valli. The conductor chimed in. Chimed in means spoke sweetly. Chimed in means spoke sweetly. Okay. The conductor spoke sweetly. Oh, sir. Sorry. Yes. The conductor spoke sweetly. Oh, sir. But this is a very grown-up madam. She is not a child. She is very grown-up madam. So once again the conductor started making fun of the girl. Once again he started teasing Valli. He said, oh sir, okay, she is grown up madam. She is not a child. Do you think a mere girl could pay her own fare and travel to the city all alone? Could you think a girl can pay her own fare and can travel alone to the city? Do you think so? Is it possible? Valli shot an angry glance at the conductor and said, then Valli looked angrily towards the conductor and said, I'm not a madam. So she said, I'm not a madam. Please remember that. So please remember that I'm not a madam. So it shows that how mature Valli was, and the way she was responding, it was really interesting. So that is why everyone was laughing, everyone was making fun of that little girl, and everyone was surprised, especially conductor. The conductor was surprised the way the girl was answering, the way the girl was talking. It was really very interesting. She was talking like a grown up woman, grown up lady. And you have not yet given me my ticket. Further she said, you don't call me madam, I'm not a madam, and remember, you haven't given me my ticket yet. I'll remember, the conductor said, mimicking her tone. Mimicking means copying. So by copying Valli's tone, the conductor said, I'll remember that, I would not call you madam. So I'll remember that. The conductor said, copying her tone. Everyone laughed. So everyone started laughing when the conductor said so. And gradually Valli too joined in the laughter. And gradually Valli also joined in the laughter. The conductor punched a ticket and handed it to her. Then conductor punched a ticket and handed it to Valli. Just sit back and make yourself comfortable. The conductor said, just sit back and make yourself comfortable. Why should you stand when you have paid for a seat? So why are you standing? If you have paid for a seat, so why are you standing? You should sit comfortably. Because I want to, she answered, standing up again. So Valli stood up again and she answered, I am standing up because I want to stand up. I am enjoying standing up. So that is why I want to stand up. But if you stand on the seat, you may fall and hurt yourself when the bus makes a sharp turn or hits a bump. Yes, she said. If you the conductor said, if you stand on the seat, you may fall and hurt yourself when the bus takes turn. When the bus makes a turn, then you may fall and you may get yourself hurt. So you should not stand up. That's why we want you to sit down, child, she said. So that's why all the passengers said, okay, on behalf of all the passengers, the conductor said, that is why we want you to sit down. Okay, if the bus makes a turn, you may fall and you may get yourself hurt. So you had better to sit down. I am not a child, I tell you. She said, I tell you, I am not a child. So the way she was speaking, it's very interesting. She said, I am not a child, I tell you. She said irritably, I am 8 years old. She said, I am not a child, I am 8 years old. Of course. How stupid of me. 8 years, my. She said, of course. You are 8 years old. How stupid of me calling you a child. You are not a child. The bus stopped. Some new passengers got on and the conductor got busy for a time. Then bus stopped and some new passengers, they got on the bus and now conductor was busy in giving them tickets. Afraid of losing her seat, Valli finally sat down. So, in fear of losing her seat, so finally Valli decided to sit. An elderly woman came and sat beside her. Then an elderly woman came and she sat beside Valli. She sat beside Valli. Are you all alone, dear? And that woman said to Valli, are you all alone? Are you traveling alone? She meant to say, are you traveling alone? She asked Valli as the bus started again. So when the bus started again, that elderly woman asked Valli, are you traveling all alone? Valli found the woman absolutely repulsive. So, Valli found the woman absolutely repulsive means, causing strong dislike. Okay, so she did not find the woman interesting. She found the woman uninteresting. Okay, such big holes had in her earlobes. In her earlobes here, big holes were there, and such ugly earrings in them. And Valli, according to Valli, she was wearing ugly earrings in her earlobes, and she could smell the betel nut the woman was chewing, and see the betel juice that was, threatening to spill over her lips at any time. So, dear students, she was eating the betel nut, supari. Okay, and the betel juice, how dirty it is, the writer has described here. But if you think, so it looks very dirty, it seems very dirty, it seems very ugly if you imagine. So she was chewing betel nut, and the juice of betel nut was, it seemed any time it can spill over her lips. So dirty, so disgusting it was. Okay. Oh, who could be sociable with such person? So Valli thought, who could be sociable with such person? Yes, I am traveling alone, she answered curtly. So Valli, showing displeasure. Showing displeasure curtly means showing displeasure. Showing displeasure, Valli replied, yes, I am traveling alone, and I have got a ticket too. Yes, she is on her way to town, said the conductor with a 30 paise ticket. Conductor said, she is going to town with a 30 paise ticket. Oh, why don't you mind your own business? So then Valli said, why don't you mind your own business? Said to the conductor, you should mind your own business. Why you every time poke your nose? Okay, but she laughed all the same, and conductor laughed too. So Valli as well as conductor, they laughed. But the old woman went with her driver. But the old woman, according to Valli, she continued with the silly nonsense. So drivel means silly nonsense. Is it proper for such a young person to travel alone? Further, that elderly woman said, is it proper for a such person to travel all alone? Do you know exactly where you are going in town? What's the street? What's the house number? She asked, do you know exactly where you are going? What is the street number? What is the house number? Do you know all these things? Where you are going? You needn't bother about me. So Valli replied, you need not bother about me. I can take care of myself. Okay. Valli said, you need not bother about me. I can take care of myself. Turning her face, saying so, she turned her face towards the window and now staring out. She started staring out. She turned her face from the woman. Okay. So now let us go through these oral comprehension check. Why does the conductor call Valli madam? So many time I have discussed. Okay. So as you know, yes, she was talking like a grown-up lady, a matured one. So that is why. Why does Valli stand up on the seat? What does she see now? Also this question is very easy. What does Valli tell the elderly man when he calls her a child? So why didn't Valli want to make friends with the elderly woman? So please, students, write all these answers to all these questions. If you don't know the answer, please go through the story once again, then write. And one thing you should remember, your answers should be grammatically correct. For example, first question is, why does conductor call Valli madam. So it is in simple present. So when you will be writing your answer, the conductor calls Valli madam. Calls, because the question is in simple present tense. So while answering with the singular subject, in verb you have to add s or as. So you will start your answer like the conductor calls Valli madam, because what is the reason you will have to write. Okay. So second also, why does Valli stand up on the seat? So you will be starting this way. The Valli stands up. It's also simple present tense. So you will be answering it in simple present tense. What does she see now? She sees now. So now you have to write. It should be always grammatically correct. According to the tense of the question, you will have to start your answer. Okay. Third one, what does Valli tell the elderly man when he calls her a child? So Valli tells. When you will start your answer, it is also simple present tense. So you will be also starting this way. Valli tells the elderly man. So whatever she tells. Okay. So fourth one, why didn't Valli want to make friends with the elderly woman? So it is in simple past. Now you will have to answer in simple past using second form of the verb. Okay. So Valli wanted, Valli did not want. Valli, it is negative, so you need not use second form of the verb with did not. Valli did not want to make friends with elderly woman. So then give the reason. So dear students, be very much careful regarding grammar while writing your answers. So thank you students. See you in my next video. Bye bye.